Hey, hey, Reb here, Rebecca, Chestnut Becky, and Albert, and, stay there, and Happy Pants. Can we do it together? Okay. That was a bad hair day. All right. Whew. All right. Get myself together. All right. So, hello. So I was thinking the other day about things I love about Plantubers that I watch, creators that I watch, and what I appreciate about them, and what makes a channel really special to me. What qualities about a creator I love, what qualities draw me in, and what I appreciate, what I aspire to be like. Hold on. Potato chip burp. So I was thinking about these and I thought, you know what? I have this thing where I believe you never know how much time you're going to have in life to say what's on your mind and what you feel. And so I try really hard when I think something about a person to tell them the good things. And so I thought, well, why don't I tell them, but also tell all of you, so that if you haven't thought about these things, or if you're under a rock and you haven't heard of these people, now you will, but you will, because all but a couple of them are vastly larger channels than myself. So regardless, so I believe that when you think of something nice, you should then tell the person, because it may feel a little awkward at first, but the more you do it, the less awkward it feels. And it made me feel make them feel a little awkward when you tell them, but I guarantee it's going to make them feel good. And you never know if they really needed to hear something like that day. And it may stick with them. And you never know if you're going to get that chance again. So I thought we would talk about 12 qualities, characteristics, things about creators that I absolutely love, appreciate, aspire to be like, and I'm spitting all over the place. How about it? So these are in no particular order. It's just a list of things in my head that I've written down. But the first thing I wanted to go through was positivity. Creators that exude a sense of positivity on their channel. I am spitting like crazy. I wonder if you can see that, because it's just glistening in my light when it spews forth from my mouth. Positivity. So we all have really shit days sometimes, horribly shit days. My hair looks like Justin Bieber as he was trying to grow it out, or maybe a really bad 70s homemade haircut. I don't know what's going on with it, but not good. I need to cut it. And we all have shit days. But there are some people who can still, in those shit days, find little sparkles of positivity to pull out of them and put forth into the universe. And this person is one of them. 99% of her videos are all positive. And she's funny and witty and wonderful and wise. Funny and funny and witty and wondrous and wise. I don't remember what else I said, but it's Svetlana from Firefly in the Room. Firefly in the Room. She's wonderful. You all know Svetlana. She's fantastic. The best part about her is partly her accent, and she recently had this horrendous, bad, crappy couple of weeks when her plants got trips. Okay, so her accent makes even the most negative, sad things sound awesome, like thrips. She says trips, and it's fantastic. But even when she is having this rotten time and she's actually swearing and sad and on the brink of tears, your heart melts for her because she's always so positive, and here she's having a horrible time. You feel for her because she's always so genuine and kind and positive. But even through that, she's finding positive things to also think of and bring herself back up. And that's the sign of a good soul. And I love her for that. And she has that spark of magic. I love her. And if you need to learn how to be a firefly in a room, that's who you need to go watch, because that's truly who she is. She is just a spark of fairy dust and magic and humor, and I love her. I love her. So she has all sorts of great information. She's fun. She will suddenly have you bust out laughing when you least expected it. And her accent is to die for. Okay, so I am self-admitted. I am not in denial. I am not ashamed. I am a grammar snob. I am not ashamed. Now, I appreciate a person who is well-spoken and uses correct grammar, speaks well. Now, I am also appreciative of someone who can throw out like very great, gritty street slang, okay? And I try really hard to do that and sound legit. It doesn't work real well, but I still like to try because it sounds very funny coming out of my 47-year-old self. However, if you want someone who has it's very easy to listen to her because everything is very well spoken in a very what's the word? There's a word that comes across very, very snotty and snooty sometimes when you're very well spoken, and that is not at all her. She's just very easy to listen to because she knows what she's talking about. She has very, very great information. It's very well researched, but she says it properly and wonderfully, easy to listen to. However, she definitely has a mouth on her. But it's okay because she uses it correctly. Pam from Pam's Pretty Plants. Now, you're going to ask me, when you get down to a couple of things from now and you hear one of my other things, because it's going to contradict this one a little. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay to contradict yourself sometimes. But it all makes sense too, because rules are meant to be broken. But if you want someone who's very educated and well-spoken and uses grammar properly, while still getting her message across in a very non-judgy, non-snooty, down-to-earth way, who's funny and awesome and real, Pam. Wonderful. She swears like a sailor after like a vat of whiskey, but she does it in a grammatically correct way, and I appreciate that. And you all know her. Pam. Okay, here's one. Now, I struggle to know how to word this correctly, but I really appreciate it when Plantubers, creators of any kind, whether it's an artist, like a painter, or whether it's an actor, or whether it's a plant tuber, whether they do this. Okay, so it's not just plant tubers, but any kind of creator who gives credit to their inspirations. So I want to say like credit where credit is due, but that's not the best way of putting it. So when they go on, like my mic keeps getting pulled down into my cleavage, but when you're my age, your cleavage is like, in order to pull something into your cleavage has got to get like pulled down into your crotch. Crotch is just an unpleasing word, crotch. But that's where my cleavage is, my crotch. Okay, so anyway, so when you're inspired by something, when you have an idea that is inspired by something someone else has done, whether like say it's on this platform or you're an artist and you see something that someone else has painted, you have an idea that's sparked from that, or you want to do something similar, to use that to make something beautiful or to make a video that's really fun and cool, That's wonderful. Do it, use it, run with it, roll with it, make something fantastic. But also have the confidence, have the goodness, and have just that artistic, collaborative, go get 'em. I don't know how to put this. To give that other person that inspired you, I'm still spitting, credit. So the person who's really good at this, that I love, is Jeff from Tropical Plant Party. So he will see something that he loves. Let's just say he saw Susie Lou Magoo paint a pot and made a video about paint a pot with Susie Lou Magoo. And so he was like, wow, that was really fun. And that was a really fun video idea, Susie Lou Magoo. And so he was like, I'm gonna do something like that. Well, he did, but he said in this video, you know what? Hey, how's it going? I'm good. I'm great. How are you? I'm good. Hope you're great. I'm great. I'm going to paint a pot. But you know what? I saw Susie Lou Magoo paint a pot, and now I'm going to paint a pot too, but I was thinking I'm going to do it like this, but you should check out Susie Lou Magoo. I think that is the sign of someone who is very in touch with their community and wants to build a sense of camaraderie with their creative community. And I think it's beautiful. They're supporting other people in the artistic community which they live in. Oh, this is hard to explain. Regardless, I think that Jeff is a big supporter of his community, and I love it. And he is inspired by many things, and he loves to show where his inspirations come from, and he takes them to another level. And I think it's beautiful. Jeff is smart and creative and a wonderful teacher and just a beautiful soul. Okay, now back to the one that I said earlier might contradict myself. So this would be, I really value just the right, appropriate use of profanity. Still spitting. Not excessive profanity, not unnecessary profanity in videos. There's a way, there's a time and a place, and the person who has that down is the one and the only Queen Kaylee Ellen. Because she doesn't need to use profanity to throw it around here and there and everywhere just because. She just uses it here and there for a little emphasis, like to emphasize the wrong syllable, right? And she can do it and get away with it because of her accent. Because when she swears, it's so fucking sexy. When Kaylee Ellen says, like, when she's got a big Queen Anthurium right here, right? She's got it here, and she's like, oh, that's a fucking sexy leaf. When she says that, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's sexy. That's sexy. Say it again, and I'll rewind a little bit. Fucking sexy leaf. I'm like, oh, yeah, sexy, Kaylee, sexy. So she can swear all day long, right? All day, every day. Yeah, say it again, Kaylee. I need it just a minute. Okay. However, when people are just like that, there's just no need for it. There just isn't. And I am by no means like a prim and proper girl at all. I mean, I can have a mouth like a sailor too, off camera. And it's okay to pepper one in once in a while. I just don't have a real need for it all the time on the video. Now, earlier when I was talking about Pam, she uses it very intelligently too. Although, but let me tell you, the one person who can just all the time in that accent, the brilliantly funny, smart, gorgeous, fucking sexy Kaylee Ellen. Yep. Okay. All right. as long as we're talking about fucking sexy, let's talk about post-processing, editing, quality. We're gonna go to that one here now too. So have you ever had this experience, because I know you have, when you're just watching a video, your kids are like doing something, the house is loud, so you've got earbuds in or earphones on, and so you can have your own time, right? You're zoning out to PlantTube, right? You're watching plant videos, you've got this on, you're watching your favorite PlantTube video, and you're just mellow, watching, and it's going along fine, and then all of a sudden, and your heart like jumps and thumps, and you've got like a headache and throbbing, and your heart's beating a million, because all of a sudden there was music played, and it jumped like up like 100 decibels, right? You know that's happened to you. Editing is so important, and there's one person, I mean there's many good ones, but there's one person that just stands out above them all, and that would be the sexiest man on the internet, my rainbow husband, Adam, not dude. His lighting and his shooting and his information and all of that is fantastic, right? His butt. However, his editing is on point. It's just perfect. It's smooth as silk. Everything about his quality is stellar. And so when I'm watching a video, if it has a nice smooth audio track where nothing's louder than the other, and it's nice and just a rolling hill, I'm in heaven. If all of a sudden I'm mellow and watching something, oh, it's so pretty, and then I'm jumping like Kramer on Seinfeld, I have a really hard time going back. Not dude, Adam, spectacular. There's others that I can name that are brilliant at this too, but that's it. Another thing that I absolutely value is when a creator is true to themselves. And there is one who is really good at this. I am very inspired by the beautiful and talented Stacia of My Soiled Planties, and she used to be, oops, I soiled my planties, and I have a hard time just getting over the fact that she changed that, because I really always had Britney Spears singing in my head with her old name, and now I have to get over that. It's hard, but I'm dealing. Okay. But she is herself and nobody else, and she makes no apologies. She will never change, and that is good, because she is so freaking cool exactly how she is, and that is spectacular. I love her, and you will too. She's another smaller one like me, but she's growing by leaps and bounds. She is funny as hell. She has an amazing plant collection. She has all sorts of great information on her channels. She has her Petey, who is her man pet, and he's fantastic also. And she's just great. She will not change. She will be her. She's got the attitude of, you like me? Great. You don't? Okay, bye. And it's great. It's fantastic. It's perfect. So she will never be fake. She will never be someone just for YouTube. You know that that's her. And that's what you want in a friend, right? And that's what you want. You want a plant friend. Love it. Stacia. Something I adore is when a plant tuber takes time to also comment on other plant tubers' videos. Now, kind of sounds like I'm being like, please comment on my videos, but that's not it at all. See, what I'm talking about is making it community, someone who cares to make it, work on making it a team. We're all like co-workers, right? So there's got to be a sense of camaraderie, because it's a community. So for me, this person is almost like going around being like, nice job, and hey, nice work on that project, and you know, like walking around the office being like, high five, COVID high five, elbow bump. And she's amazing. She truly cares about the other people in the PlantTube community, and I love it. She watches everyone's videos, she comments on everyone's videos. She just takes that time to do that. It's so good-hearted, and it's so good for the community's camaraderie. I love it. This is Kathy from Kathy's Projects. She's another smaller YouTuber, and brilliant. She's new and growing fast. She's out of Australia. She's in my generation and a little, maybe a tiny bit older than me. She has an insane amount of hobbies, and they are all very unique and surprising, and she is extraordinarily intelligent and witty. She has the #1 best laugh I have ever heard. Just hearing her laugh makes me laugh, so I don't even need to listen to what she's saying and I'm laughing, but I can listen to her talk on anything from politics to plants to horror movies to books, and I am fascinated. Please check her out if you haven't yet. Kathy is brilliant. So sorry. Sorry. The next quality that I really, really love in a creator and someone who really, really cares to take the time to reply to their comments from subscribers. Now, I know some Plantubers, some YouTubers get so huge that it's almost impossible to reply to every comment. However, it takes a long time to get to that point. So most of us try really, really hard to reply to most of the comments, but there are some people who just go above and beyond, and it makes such a difference because it means a lot when a subscriber takes time out of their day to watch a video, and it means a lot to them when you reply to their comment. I know it does, because before I started making videos, it meant a lot to me when someone would reply. It did. It meant a lot. I got excited about it. I still do. If someone I really, really love replies to a comment I make on their video, I get giddy. Someone who's spectacular about this is Brad from What the Flock Farms. So, Brad, he's just a good soul. He's adopted 3 kids. He serves for our country. He has chickens and plants. He has a very handsome husband. He's a good person with a funny sense of humor. He's a little wacky. Not that I appreciate wackiness. And gives good information. But the thing is, he really gives back to his subscribers by always making sure that he acknowledges them, because that's what he's there for. He's not there to get to a certain amount of subscribers by a certain amount of time. He's there to be part of his subscribers' lives. It's beautiful. So Brad, go check Brad out, but you all know him. I know you do. This lady is I think everyone's best friend. That's what you see her as, everyone's best friend. And humility is the next quality that I so appreciate in a creator. The ability to be humble, no matter how big you get, no matter how big your channel is, no matter how popular you are, no matter how much people love you, how many extra channels you have, no matter what, the ability to be humble and not change just because you're more popular. Rachel from Heart Shaped Leaves and HSL After Dark, and now her 3rd upcoming channel, she has not changed since her very first video, aside from getting more comfortable in front of the camera. She hasn't changed. She's the same real person. She doesn't think she deserves fame. She thinks she's been blessed with a gift because she has. She knows she's not truly responsible for it. She's been given a gift, a blessing, and she's just her. She has not changed an ounce since she started. And that's why people love her so much, because she is just Rachel. She's brilliant, and she is funny, and she is beautiful, and she has the most kick-ass sidekick in the world. Sorry, I'm calling you a sidekick, Cletus, but this is about Rachel. And she's super informative and super entertaining, but people love her because she's their best friend. Because it's they're hanging out with their best friend. And no matter how popular she gets, their best friend still wants them. Their best friend hasn't changed and gone to hang out with the cool crowd. Their best friend still wants them. She's humble. Rachel is amazing. Well, that was annoying. My battery died. And I realized I was wearing my mic that whole time, but it wasn't recording. So you have volume from my camera. Audio is great. Woohoo! Ha! Yay! Okay, so let's keep going. Okay, so that was that. Okay. Now, another thing that makes me very proud of the community is when people use their platform for good. Whether it is to promote something wonderful, or to spread joy, or to do something for the world to make it better, something for charity, anything like that. Well, there's one person who's done more of that for our Plantube community than any other, and that is Pam from Pammy's Planty Things. She created the hashtag Planty Kindness Project. She did something before anyone else to make this community something special. And boy, did she ever. Because she is incredibly special herself. There's no one with a bigger, truer heart than Pam. And anyone who knows her knows that. There's just no one like her. We are blessed to have her. So if you remember, now it's been a while since she started the Planty Kindness Project. There was just a lot going on. She was getting dumped on. A lot of people were getting dumped on. And so she said, you know what, screw this. This is not what our community is supposed to be about. I'm starting the Planty Kindness Project. We are not about bullying here. Let's start something good. So she said we are going to do something good with our Planty platform, and we'll call it hashtag Planty Kindness Project, and do something nice for something that is planty, and do it from the good of your heart, kind of like paying it forward, and make people spread the joy.
Or create a hashtag named Planty Kindness Project. Planty Kindness Project. You know, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Instead of, lifting them up instead of always dragging everybody down. Everybody's there to drag everybody else down these days. So
It's just one little thing that she did that made things nicer and kinder and better, and she reminds you in every video and in every action she does and in every smile she smiles. She's just a wonderful person. People go to her constantly when they need advice or kindness or a hug virtually, and for good reason. She's just a good person. And she needs that kindness more than anyone, because for some reason people always seem to dump on the kindest people around, don't they? So we need more people like that. The kind people, not the dumping people. No dumping. And another quality that I find extraordinary in a creator and in a channel is someone who shows appreciation for their subscribers and their fellow Plantubers, and someone who does that better than anyone, in my opinion, is Betsy Begonia. This is a girl who has been around, one of the longest Plantubers around. She's been around the longest. That made no sense. She's been around longer than almost any other plant tuber. Betsy's been around since the beginning, practically, of Plantube, and she is one of the best in so many ways. She's a comedian, and she is like insanely knowledgeable. She gives some of the best informational videos that you can get out there. She does amazing research. She is funny. She's gorgeous. She does spectacular editing also, and shooting quality is on par with the best of the best. But she knows that she is where she is because of her subscribers and because of the support of the other Plantubers in the community. And she shows it. She is always very grateful for her subscribers and her supporters. She goes as far as starting a Discord server just for planty people, and it started out to be for like her people that subscribe to her, but it's grown into just something for just plant people, and she's very involved there. It's just to show appreciation. She's just a down-to-earth, wonderful person, and she truly appreciates all of the support people give to help grow her channel, and she gives it back to other people to help grow theirs. It's beautiful. She gives it to her subscribers because she knows whether it's people who just are subscribers on her channel, whether they're Patreon members. She's wonderful and grateful, and that shows. It sparkles through those gorgeous eyes. Number 12 is humor. I appreciate a channel, a creator, a plant tube artiste that has a sense of humor and is unique. Does some different stuff, a little wacky here and there, but has something different. And this guy is all about that. He is the one, the only Miro from Betsy's Plants. I love him. I've only been watching him for a handful of months now because I didn't even know he was there. I'm spitting still. God, I wonder if that's showing up on camera. He is ingenious, like with ideas. He's wacky. His brain works in weird ways. Now, he's all about the Hoya. I like my Hoyas, but I'm not obsessed. He's a little bit. But he likes other stuff too, thank God. Because I just can't watch Hoya video after Hoya video after Hoya. I mean, I can because it's him, but like generally with other people, I just can't. But I do because it's him, because he makes even Hoya video fun. He's crazy. I love him. And insanely intelligent, and more information than you could get anywhere else probably. So if you want someone unique and funny and quirky and just amazing, go check him out too. He's still a smaller YouTube channel like myself, although he's much, I think, newer. He's growing fast because he's spectacular. Miro, I love him. We have a plan to do a very funny, not funny? Well, yeah, funny, spooky video collab, I think. I hope he sticks with it because I really want to work with him. Okay, so that's it. That is 12 qualities that I aspire to be more like, that inspire me, that I am very, very appreciative of with PlantTube creators. And I hope that you've enjoyed hearing about them. I hope that you already are subscribed to all of those creators, because why wouldn't you be? If you are here, you obviously know of them. Yeah. Okay. So the dogs are both soundly sleeping on a heating blanket. Yeah, heating blanket, a warmed up blanket, an electric blanket. That's what it's called, an electric blanket. They're sound asleep on an electric blanket. I'm not going to go wake them up. So we all say have a plantastic day, and we hope that you have a hard drug-free Christmas. No crack, no smack, nothing like that. It's bad. I hope all of your leaves are fucking sexy. And all of that kind of stuff. Wear a mask. You know that I had a person comment that she couldn't hear me on one of my last videos because of my what did she call it? My shame muzzle. Because I was wearing a mask like a responsible, normal, smart person. My shame muzzle. You know what I had to say about that? Black. Wear a mask. Hold your breath around people. It is bad out there, people. Have a wonderful, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy everything else. Be safe, be kind, be wonderful. I love you all.